Namaste children, welcome to social online class. How are you all doing children? Hope you all are doing good and taking necessary precautions to boost your immune system. Children, do not forget to wash your hands frequently and do not move out of your house. Children, let's start today's session with a new lesson number 10, beautiful homes. Children, in previous lesson, our homes, we have learned why do we need a house. We need a house to protect ourselves from rain, wind, cold, and the heat of the sun, and also from thieves and wild animals. Yes, and also we have seen different types of houses, right? Like a bungalow, apartments, and also people living in villages, they live in huts. Yes, and also depending upon the area, what material they get, people build the houses with that material, like log cabins in forest areas because they get wood easily there, right? And also people who lives in flood prone areas, they build also wooden houses. And in Kashmir and Kerala, houseboats are very famous. And also nomads who lives in caravans because they always move from one place to another place, right? And in mountain areas we find sloping roof houses. Yes children, so but in this lesson today we are going to learn how to make our homes beautiful. In what way we can make our house beautiful. Look at this picture children. This is a hut belongs to Chandra Raju and Madhu. They live in a village near Hubli in Karnataka. So these two people, they are living in a small hut. You can see in the picture. So and they live in a village which is in Karnataka state, which is in south direction children. They collect betel nuts and sell them in village. They are poor. So what these people do? They are collecting the betel nuts. This nuts is also called as areca nuts children. In Telugu we say vokkalu. So these nuts are used as medicines and also for treatments. Many of the people in the villages, they chew these nuts, but it's not good for health. So Chandraraju and Madhu, they collect these beetles and they sell them in the villages. So whatever the money they get, they use it for their livelihood, but they will get very less money, so that's why they are poor. They made their huts with mud and thatched roof. As we discussed in the earlier lesson, so based on the material what we get, we build our houses, right? And also depends upon the money what we spent. So as Chandraraju and Madhu, they are very poor, so they build their house with mud and thatched roof. They painted the walls of the hut with lovely patterns. They planted roses and jasmine around the hut. You can see in the picture children how beautifully they have painted the walls and also planted rose plants and jasmine plants. It's looking very good, right children? They clean the hut every day with a broom made of dried palm leaves. You can see in the picture children palm tree. So they use dried palm leaves to make the broomstick. In villages most of the people use this broomstick to sweep their huts. The size of a house does not matter. We may live in a small or a big house, but it is very important to keep it clean. Is it right children? Yes, right. Because cleanliness is next to godliness. Yes, right children. So cleanliness is very important, whether it is a small house or a big house or it is a very small hut, whatever it is. Neatness is very, very important. If we live in a big house, it is not that if we don't maintain neatness also it looks good. No, right? It is very important to keep our house clean. We should sweep our house every day and wipe the floors. The furniture and other things should be clean, dusted every day. I hope you children are helping your mothers in sweeping the rooms. Yes children. So every day morning your mother, she sweeps and mop the floors, right? Yes, so every day we have to do like that, and also we have to dust the furniture. The drains should be covered and cleaned regularly. So what are drains, children? The wastewater which flows out of the house, that is the drain. So the drains should be always covered, and we should not throw any dust into the drains. What happens if we throw the dust into the drains? It gets stuck and water will not flow out of the house. A house that gets sunlight and breeze smells clean and does not allow the germs to breed. So, in which house we get sunlight and the breeze, that house smells clean. We get a good smell and it helps to kill the germs. Breed means staying in the. So, if sunlight comes, what happens, children? That sunlight not only bringing the light, with the help of that heatness, germs will die. So, it's very good that sunlight enters into our house. The walls of a house should be painted. The doors and windows should have curtains. They should allow breeze and sunlight to enter our house. So, we have to paint our walls, and also we have to maintain curtains to the windows and the doors. At the same time, the windows and doors should allow the breeze and sunlight to enter our house, so that germs will die and smells clean. The windows and doors should have wire mesh so that the mosquitoes and flies cannot enter the house. So, if we have a wire mesh, what happens, children? Mosquitoes cannot enter the house. If mosquitoes enter the house, what happens? It bites and we may suffer with different types of diseases like malaria, dengue, typhoid, right, children? So, we have to be very careful with these mosquitoes. Always when it is evening after 6 o'clock, we have to close the doors and windows and we have to be at home. The garbage should be collected in a dustbin and thrown in the big garbage bins of the locality. So, every day whatever the waste we get at our home, we collect in one garbage bin, right, children? And that garbage bin again we throw in the big garbage bins whatever we have in our locality. But mostly in our locality, morning when garbage trucks comes and it collects the dust from our bins, right? But in some areas there will be a big garbage bins. People will go there and they will throw the garbage in that bins. You should never throw the garbage in front of your house or on the road. It's very bad, right, children? Can we throw the dust in front of our house? No, right? It's not good thing. And also on the road also we should not throw the dust. If anybody is doing, tell them not to do, children. It can breed germs and spread diseases. What happens if we throw the dust in front of our house or backside of our house or on the roads? What happens? Again flies will start coming there, and because of that again it spreads diseases. Make sure that the bins are clean and the garbage is removed regularly from your locality. So, whatever the garbage we are throwing in the big bins in our locality, so we have to make sure that that garbage is also cleaned regularly and properly, children. What happens if it is not cleaned and properly? Flies will come from that, and also we get very stink smell. Because of that again we spread diseases. Yes, so it is our responsibility to check that garbage bin is cleaned regularly and properly. So what we have learned today, children? We have learned how people in the villages paint the huts with patterns, how neatly they keep the huts. Even though it is a small house, but still they keep their huts very neat. It is important to keep house neat and clean, whether it is small house or big house. Windows and doors should have curtains. Windows should have wire mesh to keep mosquitoes away. Garbage should be collected in bins and should never throw on the streets. I hope you all have understood, children. I want all the children to read page number 65 and 66 and underline the difficult words. Okay children, thank you. Have a happy learning.